Welcome back to Finpod, your essential daily financial digest. Whether you are prepping for the opening bell or wrapping up your day after the market closes, we have got you covered. Today's episode is brought to you by Fintwit.ai, the go-to platform for real-time trading signals from X and AI-powered stock analysis. Let's get into it. The talk of the town is undoubtedly Allbirds. The footwear company announced a bizarre and rapid pivot away from shoes, rebranding as Newbird AI and shifting its focus to AI compute infrastructure. Investors seem to be buying the narrative, sending shares soaring over 500%. It is a wild turnaround for a company that had been struggling, but the market is clearly hungry for any AI-related story right now. Then there's Robinhood, which is up over 10%. The catalyst here is the SEC's decision to scrap the restrictive pattern day trader rules. This move effectively removes the $25,000 margin requirement for smaller accounts, which is seen as a massive win for Robinhood's retail-heavy user base and could significantly boost trading activity on the platform. And finally, Snap is in the spotlight after announcing it will cut 16% of its workforce. The company is targeting over $500 million in annual cost savings as part of a restructuring to accelerate its path to profitability. Investors are cheering the move, pushing the stock up nearly 8% today. Turning to the broader market, stocks had a solid day. The S&P 500 nearly 0.8%, and the Nasdaq led the way, rising over 1.5%. The move was largely driven by a renewed appetite for risk, with investors feeling more confident as earnings season kicks off. We saw strength in tech and internet content names, which kept the momentum going throughout the session. In the AI economy, the focus remains on infrastructure. While we saw the Allbirds pivot today, the real story continues to be the massive capital expenditure being poured into data centers and chips. The industry is effectively racing to build out the hardware necessary to support the next wave of generative AI, and that is keeping the pressure on semiconductor suppliers to scale up production as fast as possible. Looking at individual stocks in focus, besides the ones we already covered, we saw significant activity in the banking sector. Morgan Stanley was a standout, gaining over 4% after reporting a record quarter. The firm's integrated model, which combines institutional trading with wealth management, is really firing on all cylinders. Bank of America also had a positive day, up nearly 2%, as it showed robust growth across all its business segments, proving the U.S. consumer is holding up better than some feared. On the earnings front, it was a busy day for financials. Morgan Stanley and Bank of America both beat on both earnings and revenue, as I mentioned. Progressive also impressed, with earnings per share beating estimates and rising over 6% year over year, driven by strong premium growth. On the flip side, we saw ASML struggle a bit today. Even though the company raised its full-year sales outlook, the stock dipped over 2% as investors fretted over softer second-quarter margin guidance and the ongoing uncertainty surrounding export controls to China. To wrap things up, it was a day defined by aggressive cost-cutting at Snap, regulatory tailwinds at Robinhood, and a very strange but high-flying AI pivot from Allbirds. Plus, a strong start to earnings season for the big banks. Thanks for listening to Finpod. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For detailed analysis and AI-powered stock insights, visit Fintwit.ai. Until next time.